guys, welcome back to the channel. So today the video is going to be a little bit longer because we'll be talking about loops, right? So here in Go language there is only one kind of loop, which is for loop, and we'll be discussing that. So let's begin. Firstly, I'll just show you the syntax. If you guys are familiar with C, if you have studied in your 11th 12th or something, like I have done in 11th and 12th and in my college, so you might be familiar with loops in loops in C language. So how it is like, for I is equals to 0, so it is bit similar, but the only thing here is, there also we have to initialize I somewhere, and here it is important that we initialize I like this, right? I is less than, let's say, 5, and I plus plus. And there in C loop, what we used to do in C programming, what we used to do is we used to put like this, like this, but here we have to just start our braces. Okay, so let's say I just want to print this I, nothing more, nothing less. I just want to print this I'll just do it like this I, because it is print ln, which is next line. Automatically you can see the result. So automatically it is new line 1 2 3 4. This is very basic for loop, which you can use in your any programming, wherever you want. It is a bit different from Python, but very much similar to C language. So as you already know, like if anything declared inside this for loop or in this for loop, the scope of that variable will remain till here. Let's say if you print I here, because it is not declared here, like before for loop, I is only declared in the for loop, or so it will not print anything, it will throw an error. So after printing everything, after see undefined I, right, because we haven't declared it. Okay, so we are good now. See, we are good. Okay, and you might be aware that only for loop is there, no while loop is there. So how, if there is some condition where we have to use while loop, how to use it? So it is very easy. You just have to do like this: for I less than 10, let's say, and you need to declare I somewhere. Okay, if I less than 10, it will print I. Okay, it is printing. I don't know why so many times. 1 second. For I less than. Okay, so it is an endless loop. Like we haven't said like to stop. We have to say, we have to use if condition here if you want to, right? If I equals to 1. Okay, okay, so why it is running for an endless times? Because if I equals to 1, I is 1. Okay, and for I is less than 10, we have just said that I is less than 10. Every time I'll be less than 10, because it is a loop, it will keep rotating until there is a stop. We haven't declared any stop here. If we'll say like break here, you might be aware of break. 1 second, I'll just explain 3 things here before anything we begin. There is break, there is continue, and there is go to. Okay, 3 things are there in Go language. So how does basically this break works is, see, these are three things: break, continue, and go to. If we just run this program, so it will go in an endless loop, right? Because we haven't declared any end condition here. We are just saying that I is 1, and till when I is less than 10, it should go in a loop. Instead, if we do like this, I equals to I plus equals to 1, let's say we are incrementing it 1 by 1. Now if we print it, see, it is printing, like that: 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay. Or if we, let's say, do it like this: first print, then print, it will print 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay. Now if we want to say is, if our condition is equals to 4, we should come out of the loop. So here break condition works. If I equals to 4, then break. Okay, now run it. So 1 2 3, fourth, when it was, once it hit 4, it came out of the loop. Okay. The same goes with continue. In continue, what happens is, let's say we want, we have a condition that, okay, if 4 is met, we don't want 4, we don't want to use that, we directly want to come out, and we want to continue the program. So okay, one second. Okay, so what it has done is, whenever 4 came, it just continued. See, it skipped 4, right? And it continued 5 6 7 8 9 10. So this is how continue works. Now how goto works. Goto is, let's say we have to declare a label here. Let's say x is that label, and we are saying that println welcome to my channel Nayal Tech. Okay, we want to print it like this. When I equals to 4, so what we'll say is go to x. Okay, now if we run it, see, after 2 3, it, instead of going to 4, it just came out of the loop and printed this: go to welcome to my channel Nayal Tech. Understood? So this is how loops work here. In that loops, I have shown you how this break, continue, and go to works. Now we'll just skip all these things. We'll remove this. Now if you understood all these things, let's go a bit in advance, right? Let's say we have a word, let's say ai comma j, okay, in range. Let's say we have a string, Amit Nayal. Okay, and let's say we have to print it. So what is I here? I is index. Okay, what is j here? J is character. Cool. So if we want, I'll just say print f, I'll say index percentage v and value percentage v, right? And I'll write it index comma ch. Now just see what it has said is index 0 and value 65. 65 is ASCII value. Index 1, value 109. Got it? So instead of this, if we could have done string like this, index 0 value a, index 1 value m, index 2 value I, right? So this is how we can iterate over a string here. Now if there is a map, let's say we have a map m, if you have not gone through my video which I have made for maps, just go through once, you'll it will be very clear. Maybe you can go it after this, because until maps are cleared, maps are not cleared, you won't be able to understand this part. And 3, let's say this. Okay, so this is map. And how can I iterate over this map? Maps is a key value pair, everybody understands that, right? Range, we have to just write this. Okay, now we can print fmt dot println key comma value, let's say like this. See, 1 1 2 2 3 3. This is how we use for loop in maps. So hope things are clear and you guys have enjoyed this video. Please do like, subscribe the channel, and please comment so that I can make new videos on your doubts. And do also let me know how things are going, how much what I have to improve in. And thank you till then. Bye. Have a good day.